Hello everyone and welcome back to the show, the new Practical Chinese Reader.
And today you will learn how to ask for directions and how to apologize.
Now those are very important because I often get lost. And when I get lost, I often bump into people on the street when I'm looking for street signs. So this is very important. Now let's take a look at the conversation.
小姐，请问餐厅在哪儿？
在2层204号。
谢谢。
不用谢。
大为，我们在这儿。
对不起，我来晚了。
没关系。
Now last time, Dawei went to Wang Xiaoyun's dorm to look for her, but she wasn't there. In fact, she was actually in the dining room waiting for him. So in this lesson, Dawei is going to ask for directions to the dining room, and finally he finds his friend.
Right, and now let's study some keywords in the conversation.
"小姐，请问餐厅在哪儿？
在2层204号。
在2层204号。
层 story floor 号 number
谢谢。
不用谢。
不用谢不用 need not
大为，我们在这儿。
大为，我们在这儿。
这儿 pronoun here
对不起，我来晚了。
对不起，我来晚了。
晚 late
Last time, Ma Dawei asked where Wang Xiaoyun is. And the question goes like, 他在哪儿?他在哪儿? And this time we learn expression, a sentence like, 请问餐厅在哪儿? 餐厅, the dining room, the cafeteria. 请问餐厅在哪儿? I guess you find out the pattern.
That's right, it's actually quite simple. So to ask for someone, you say 请问, say the person's name, and then 在哪儿. Or for a place, you say 请问, add the place, and then say 在哪儿.
And 请问 some place 在哪儿 is a way of asking for directions, actually. And 请问 is we call it a magic word. It's very useful and very polite when you're asking somebody's 在哪儿 or somewhere 在哪儿. And also, when your Chinese is not that good, sometimes you forget the whole sentence. You want to know where the dining room is. You can just use 请问 and dining room. Say 请问餐厅, and they know you're asking about where the 餐厅 is.
That's right, and after somebody gives you directions, you should express your gratitude and say 谢谢, thank you.
And now let's take a look at this part of the dialogue once again.
小姐，请问餐厅在哪儿？
在2层204号。
谢谢。
不用谢。
Now the lady says to Ma Dawei, 不用谢. That in English means you're welcome, it's my pleasure, no problem.
Yeah, sure. And 不用谢 in Chinese is a proper way to respond to any thank you. 不用 actually means there's no need to do something. 不用谢 literally means there's no need to thank me. Some other examples with 不用 like 不用问 there's no need to ask 不用问不用知道 no need to know 不用知道 or 不用来 there's no need to come 不用来不用谢 you're welcome.
Now let's take a look at another conversation about asking for directions.
Yeah, before we're looking at the conversation, the two words in there, 厕所, which means restroom, 厕所, and 教室 means classroom, 教室, 厕所, 教室.
请问厕所在哪儿？
在2层。
谢谢。
不客气。
请问教室在哪儿？
对不起，我不知道。
Well, in Chinese, toilet, restroom, is normally called 厕所, 厕所. And we have some other ways of saying restroom other than 厕所, and they sound more pleasant. They are 洗手间, wash your hand room, a room for washing your hand. So something like a washroom.
Yeah.
洗手间 or 卫生间. 卫生间 卫生 means being clean, hygiene. So 卫生间 or something like a bathroom. 洗手间 卫生间. But there's one thing that I think I need to tell you is that when you come to China, when you visit places in China, you want to go to the bathroom, to the restroom, you better take some...
Bring your own.
That's right, and apart from some fancy hotels and fancy restaurants, nice places, normally in the restrooms we don't have toilet papers ready for the customers to use, so you better carry your own. And yeah, let me show you that.
No, that's okay. I think
all the
I
time,
trust
you
you.
know.
Yeah, no, I know. Now, in the next lesson, Dawei is late for dinner, so he apologizes. So next we're going to...
大为，我们在这儿。
对不起，我来晚了。
没关系。
对不起，我来晚了 means sorry, I'm late. And 没关系 means no problem, it doesn't matter. 没关系.
Now, for the keyword le, you just need to know that it's a particle that usually goes at the end of a sentence.
Now let's have another example of how to apologize for being late and how to respond to such an apology.
对不起，我来晚了。
请进。
Those expressions to show politeness, such as 请问, 请进, 请坐, 对不起, 没关系, 谢谢, 不用谢, they are very useful in everyday communication, I suppose.
That's right. So try to review them as much as you can and use them often.
And now let's have another exercise to see whether you've got what we learned today. 小姐，请问餐厅在哪儿？
在2层204号。
谢谢。
不用谢。
大为，我们在这儿。
对不起，我来晚了。
没关系。
Now let's look at some consonants in the Chinese pinyin, which are z, c, and s, and also the changes and variations of the pronunciation of the character yi. Well, the pinyin first. Z, c, s. But I think s is easy for you because it's just like the s in English. S. But z, c, I think you have those sounds in English. But the things are, you have the sounds in English, but you have the sounds at the back, at the end of a word, such as for z, like the spelling of ds in English, like you have beds, z, and for ts, which looks like a c, you have cats, students. So they are at the end of the word. But in Chinese, they are at the beginning of a character. So they are followed by vowels. That could be difficult. That could be very different. And another thing which is very interesting is that for c, just because it's spelled exactly like a C in English, and it goes in the beginning of a word, of a character. So I think many of you will pronounce it as K. My surname is Cui, which is spelled as C-U-I with the Chinese pinyin, and I was known as Mr. Kui when I was in Los Angeles. So that's the problem. So we have this different symbols, different pronunciations, but sometimes we use the same letter. Well, talking about the pronunciation of yi, normally it's pronounced yi, but be careful. Sometimes when it goes before a character which is the first tone or the second tone or the third tone, the E will be pronounced with a fourth tone, like yi, bei, yi, bei, yi, ping, yi, ping, yi, ben, yi, ben. But when it goes in front of a fourth tone, you have to pronounce it with a second tone, like yi, bian. Sounds very difficult, huh? But don't worry. If you just pronounce everything the same, we understand. Yi, bei, yi, ping, yi, ben, yi, bian.
Now let's take a look at the conversation again for a quick review.
小姐，请问餐厅在哪儿？
在2层204号。
谢谢。
不用谢。
大为，我们在这儿。
对不起，我来晚了。
没关系。
对不起 I have to use the 洗手间。请问洗手间在哪儿？
在那儿。在那儿。
对不起，对不起。
Well, I guess that's all we have time for today. See you again soon.